Good evening, everyone. This is Master Coach A coming live from Decaf Coffee Republic, the home of certified life coaches here in the Philippines and soon to be global. Welcome to Coaching Tuesday. This is Kapehan night, and tonight we're diving into a beautiful topic that everyone doesn't want to hear, and that is rejections. But I believe you want to join me for tonight because I'm going to share with you things that mentally empowered and mentally strong people do with rejections, and that is to reject it. So rejecting rejections is tonight's topic, and if you have been rejected in your life countless of times, if you are one person who's been rejected many times that you could not even count it in your fingers, and if you are suffering from rejections today, or there are things in your life that you seem cannot get over because you could still feel the pain of rejections, then tonight is the night for you. Alright, you're joining me for Kapehan night. This is brought to you by Decaf Coffee Republic, and we will still be in this place until November 30. Okay, that's gonna be on Saturday, 2019. And then for the whole month of December, it's gonna be a transition month for our team as we prepare to move to our new place in Pioneer Center compound along Pioneer Street. Parang ang layo lang po. Ilang tumbling lang. It's gonna be across, Bayanihan Center near Unilag. Tama ba? Okay, so the whole December, you can still come, you can still visit us, you can still have an appointment with us, but the whole coffee shop will not be in operations to give way to our transition, to give way for our coaches to be in the home, in the house, for training, learning. So coaches you are all welcome to be coming in still for the whole December, and our Christmas party will be on December 22. Please come over for our potluck night and lechon night on December 22. Okay, so we just celebrated our 3rd year anniversary. Okay, last Sunday. Thank you, Matthew 5:16, and to all the people, to all the coaches who celebrated last Sunday, maraming pong salamat. Looking forward to many more years, of joining with you. The beautiful part of our new space, starting January, is that we will be able to operate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we are so excited for that. Okay, so for the whole December, you can still come for your coaching services, for your coaching classes, for your coaching appointments, but the coffee shop will not be operating as normal as it is today because we will start to be taking care of some items. All right, and if you are a certified life coaches and mga coaches in the house, Batch 1, congratulations, you just turned 2 years yesterday. We celebrated 24 months, 2 years anniversary yesterday in this place as we welcome Batch 35 of the Life Coach Training Institute Certification Program last night. So right now, we are a tribe of 250 certified life coaches in the Philippines, and we are continuously counting. Tanjir, Abidin from Bangladesh, hi, if you're watching. So our trust for the next 24 months is to conquer 194 countries. So if you are out there, you are a global person, you are outside the Philippines, and maybe if you're still in the Philippines but there are regions in the country that you want to penetrate, you want to conquer, and where you want to advance life coaching, then please get in touch with the beautiful Rizal Sanchez, 0917-586-1661. Okay, so she's our operations manager and the first piece of the Life Coach Training Institute na nakikita po ninyo dito. Okay, we also operate, as the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs. So we are one and the same. We formally operate as the Life Coach Training Institute, and recently our Master Coach Lakendra have registered it as the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs in the United States. So we are operating global, and if you believe this is the time for you to level up in life, scale up in life, make a difference through life coaching, please get in touch with us. If this is the first time you're joining me, I am Master Coach A, and I do the certification class here in behalf of the Institute. As a personal practice, I empower people to be mentally fit so you can stay alive and live beautifully. I empower and I help also people to be able to make a difference through the platform of life coaching. And so if you are a coach certified by other institute, not by our institute, but you need help to level up, to kick up or your practice of the profession, please get in touch. I'm willing to help you. Alright, tonight, we're talking about rejection. Sino dito narinig mo na ang rejections? We're coming in live. May kasama po akong live dito. Region 8, Doc Randy is in the house. Okay, si Coach K sa bala kababalik lang ng Tacloban. Okay, just flew in. And, si Doc Bobong nandito din sa bahay, nakaka-extra. Okay, so I have 2 doctors in the house. Okay, Chikadora is also in the house. Okay, next time, no, mag-join tayo. Tingin mo, pwede, di ba? Subukan natin to. Kaya mo to. Subukan mo to, gawin natin. Join tayo. Let's plan when we move. When we move out in a new place. I think we can do that. Oo, di ba gusto mong ibababa natin? Oh, na ganun siya, ha? Diyan na pala, babay. Okay, so, rejection. Who among you here have heard rejections? Okay, if you are watching live right now or watching this on a replay, hashtag replay, either in YouTube or in Facebook, I want you to write in their comment there, what does rejection do to you? Pag narinig mo yung salitang rejection, what comes to your mind first? Masakit. Okay, come on now. Think about rejections. How do you feel? Masakit. Galit. Oo. Alam ko yung feeling na yan. Oo, nangyari yan. Nangyari yan sa amin. Mainit na mainit nung Friday. We were also rejected from the US Embassy. Okay, we were denied of the application of visa. Ayan. So, hindi ako makakarating ng US in January. We were rejected. I was denied the visa simply because, okay, ma'am, yan, sabi nung consular, hindi ko talaga makakalimutan yon. Sabi nung consul doon, sabi niya, ma'am, you said that you are a life coach. Yes, sir. And because of that, I cannot give you. Because it's unethical to practice what you do in the Philippines to practice it in my country. So I am being denied of my entry to the United States because I'm a life coach. But I'll get there very soon. I'm applying for a business visa. But, okay, so I don't know about you, but how do you feel when you receive rejections? Rejections are the most common emotional wound, and I will not deny or really keep it from you. I was hurt last Friday, and it took me the whole day to be just, let it pass, be in bed, and I think that was like the longest time I got to rest, around 8 hours before I get back to my computer, because I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that, because I was applying not for a tourist, I was applying for a business visa, and well, being objective about it, I realized that he doesn't want me to compete with the life coaches in the United States. So I think he missed the point that I'm going there as a blessing. I'm not going there to work, but I'm going there to support our master coach. And I want to give back actually whatever the Institute have been giving to our country. Okay, it's been 2 years, it's been 24 months. Master Coach Lakendra and the whole Institute have been very, very beautiful, have been very supportive, and it's been a beautiful relationship between me and Master Coach Lakendra. And hi, Coach B, I hope nandito ka ngayon. I was looking forward to see you.
I told you.
Hi, Coach Bill. Akala ko talaga nandito ka. Prepared ako for you. Okay, so, anyhow. Okay, so, I thought of going to the United States in January to help and support our Master Coach Lakendra. Unfortunately, I believe when I was there, the officer approving of what I am applying for was not able to see what is it that I should be able to be telling him. Or, later on in life, I get to read. Okay, later on in life, mga 2 days after, nagbasa naman ako, apparently, the United States are not, at this point in time, so open for training, for people going there for training purposes. Okay, so, for whatever reason it is, I am one person who have been rejected very recently, and I know the pain. I know the wounds. Okay, now, the problem or the risk of rejection, okay, is this. In the past, okay, who among you here have been rejected in the past? Okay? In the past, our exposure to rejection is limited to our social circle, to the people we know, and to the authorities that we approach for something that we want to achieve. Like, for example, in my case, for the US visa, maybe for you, for the work that you want to be accepted, okay? Dati ganun lang po, okay? So, it was limited. It used to be limited, okay? Our fear of rejection, our experience of rejections were limited, used to be limited to the very space that we intend to participate in. Unfortunately, today, okay, sabi nila, thanks to electronic communications, social media platforms, dating application, because each and every one of us are exposed to rejections every minute. Agree, disagree?
Agree.
Okay, how many of you would just open your Facebook account, and when you open it, there are postings in there, you hold your heart and you start feeling rejected. How many of you, when you open your account, read through the newsfeed, you start feeling the pain of rejections that you experienced in the past? Parang nare-relive yung moment. Yeah, di ba? Or deliberately. How many of you here felt rejected in the past because your messages in the messenger is only seen zone? If you can connect watching online, please say connect.
Connect.
Oo, gusto ko lang yan.
Online.
Oo, di ba? Nagpadala ka ng maraming messages, nabasa lahat, tapos zin zone. Kahit emoji, wala. Oo, tama ba? O kaya, nag-update ka ng profile pics at saka cover, walang nag-like. Tapos pinaghirapan mo pang, pinilter mo pa. Okay? Sometimes, people would call, friend, in-update ko yung profile ko, nakita mo na ba? Ang ibig nung sabihin, i-like mo kasi. Okay. Now, in addition to this level or form of rejections, we are also vulnerable to serious and more devastating rejections as well. Look, for people whose husband left them, that's rejection. For people who got fired in the job, from their jobs, snubbed by friends, or if you have been ostracized by your families and communities for your choice of lifestyle, okay, for our decisions that is not so popular for many. Now, hear me out. Whether the rejection is small or large, would you agree with me that one thing will remain constant? It always hurts. It always hurts. Bisan nga humingi ka lang ng ketchup at sabihin sa'yo ubus na. Ano pakiramdam? Diba? Falling in love. Babi, gusto ko ba? Ketchup, ay ubus na po eh. Wala na. Giveaway sa mga parties na ubusan ka. Truth of the matter, ayaw mo naman talaga yung giveaway. Kaya lang, lahat binigyan, ikaw hindi binigyan. You feel? Because you expected to receive it. Tama, mali. Oh, sige, ngitian nyo na lang ako. Now, the question is why? Have you ever wondered why? Why are we so bothered by a friend failing to like our post? Why are we so bothered when people do not approve of our choices? Why does it ruin our mood? Why would we something so seemingly insignificant makes us feel angry? But the thing here is, why do we feel bad about ourselves when it was other people who rejected us? Okay? Think about it. Okay? You have been rejected from other people and it's already hurting, and the more you feel bad about yourself. Honestly, I experienced that last Friday. I felt bad and I realized, how can I be stupid and didn't realize that I would have just submitted and applied for a tourist visa. I said to her, why? Why the heck you just applied for business visa when you could just simply put it in there, tourist visa, and provided all the countries you've been visited as a tourist, you could have been. So, how many of you would agree that after a rejection, we beat ourselves? I just did. Yeah, I went through the documents, and again, I read through, and I said, how could you not be reading? How could you be so believing that you will be approved? I did it. I don't know about you, but I did. Yes, I did. The greatest damage of rejection causes is, okay, hear me out on this. The greatest damage of rejection, okay, that causes in us is actually, and usually, are self-inflicted. Self-inflicted. Tayo ang nananakit. Just when our self-esteem is already hurting, because we experience rejection, we go and damage even more ourselves. Agree, disagree. Connect, disconnect.
Agree.
Ako lang ba yun? Tinamaan ka na nga. And what do you do next? You beat yourself, Okay? And try to recall the situations over and over again, thinking over and over again, and try to rationalize why? Why? Okay? Now, the answer is very simple. Our brains are wired to respond that way. What? Yes. When scientists, okay, reported, okay, I'm reading from the report of Dr. Guy Witch, okay, he said, when scientists place people in a functional MRI, I'm not sure, maybe, I think many of us know what's an MRI, tama ba? I have 2 doctors in the house, so alam nila yan. MRI, okay, machines, and ask them to recall a recent rejection, exactly what I asked you to do. They discovered something amazing. Would you like to discover it? Okay. The same areas of our brain became activated when we experience rejection as we experience physical pain. Okay? That is why even rejections is small, okay, it hurts even more, okay, than we think we should. It should. Because they elicit literally the same pain. So think about your physical pain. When you receive a physical pain, does it go away immediately after a few seconds? No. So that part of your brain that is being activated when you get hit physically is the same part of your brain that gets activated when you receive rejection. That's why rejection stays. Okay, so that's the scientific report. I'm reading it, I got it from Dr. Guy Witch. He's a PhD, he's a doctor. Okay, so makes sense. If it's the same part of the brain that's being activated when you are receiving physical pain, that's what happened even if you receive little rejection. Hindi ka lang binigyan ng gift, lahat binigyan ng gift. You feel the rejection, it is as if you are receiving the physical pain that lingers for days, for weeks, and for months. Make sense? So, it's like physical pain, kung na-aksidente ka, nabugbog ka ng bonggang-bongga, so pag malaki yung rejection, bonggang-bongga din talagang dumudugo ka. Yan. That's why, when people say, I'm bleeding emotionally, you say, ang arte naman ito. That's true. You get to bleed. Okay? Now, oy, si Gerald. Hi, Gerald. We miss you also. Lilipat na kami, Gerald. Okay. Now, if you want to look into and say, so why would our brain be wired that way? Well, I'm not a creator, but I also got to research that evolutionary psychologists believe that in the beginning, okay, we were hunters. Okay, so I'm just writing you the background of this. We were hunters, right? We were gatherers, and we live in tribes. Okay, so yung mga agricultural revolution, sa doon lang tayo, magkakasama lang tayo. Okay. Since we could not survive alone, they could not survive alone, okay? They are being ostracized, okay? That they are being ostracized by the tribe members whenever, okay, ostracized to the point of death sentence, whenever they go against the rule. They go against the tradition. So meaning in the beginning, okay, people were really made to feel that pain of being rejected, of being thrown away out of the tribe simply because of protection. That if they stay outside of the tribe, they will not survive. Of course, the pain remains, and the rejection is not only something that impacted or hurt the person who was sentenced to death, but also the family members. So you would imagine what would happen. The whole family would really keep each and every members of their family to be doing exactly what the tribe leaders would require. Tama po ba? Kaya pala, oo, may history daw po yun. Okay, now, the good news now is there are better and healthier way for us to respond to rejection if only we can understand what rejection does to us and what rejection cannot do and would not do if we will not allow. Okay, think about it. As we begin the talk, I asked my on-floor guests to write things that they want to reject in their lives, or the things that they are rejecting in their lives, or they want to reject. Guess, isn't it true that when you were rejecting it earlier, your frame of thought is this: if I reject this, things will be okay. You realize this. You getting the rejection, you feel bad. But when you are the one rejecting, you feel what?
Good.
Good. Can you see the contrast? Okay? So, when you were writing things that you need to reject or you want to reject in your life, you want to ensure that your life will be beautiful. You want to protect your life from danger. You want to protect things from falling. Isn't it true? Coach Kay, Sabala, okay, just arrived home. Okay, she's back in Region 8. I'll see you next week in Iloilo. Iloilo first certification class is up next December 6 and 7. Hi, Doc June Acevedo. I'll see you next week. Okay, next. Now, I want to share with you a couple of more things about rejections, and maybe at the end of this talk, you would get to resolve in yourself, in your heart, that there are good things about rejections. So, you keep the good things before you start rejecting rejections. Are you ready?
Yes.
Ayaw na ninyo. Ayaw nyo na. Push! Ayaw na. Wala na. Tulungan mo ako, MJ. Baka ikaw umuo ka na lang. Parang ayoko nang tumuloy. Push. Okay. Think about it. If, okay, our brain, okay, sabi dito, di ba, rejection piggybacks on the physical pain, or the physical pathways in the brain. Okay? And you will you will like, that pain. Okay? At nagtanda ka. Okay? So what would happen if you really look at the positive point of experiencing rejection? Rejection hurts so much. In fact, sabi nga natin, our brain respond similarly to physical pain. So what would happen? In my case, I am bounded to be very, very, very careful with document submission. At kapag naiinis ako, kasi ang haba-haba ng application ng visa na yun. So dahil naiinis ako, tinapos ko lang siya, tapos sinabit ko lang siya. So lesson learned, kahit naiinis ka, ulit-ulitin mo siya, huwag ka muna magsasubmit ang hindi magandang emosyon mo. Di ba, Coach Candy? Alam mo, inis na inis ako nun eh. Kainisan pa kami ni Coach Candy no, kasi pili ko, iniwan niya ako sa ere.
Sorry na po.
So, lesson learned, okay? Huwag ka kasing gumalaw. Sinabi na huwag kang gumalaw kapag mainit pa yung ulo mo. Yan tuloy. So, nagtanda ako. Okay. People who experience rejection also experience the greatest breakthrough of their lives. Who among you here familiar with Star Wars, the movie, the series? Uy, pag hindi nyo kilala ng Star Wars, saan kayo galing? Okay. According, okay, you can research this with Mr. Google. Star Wars, okay, was rejected by every production house in Hollywood before it was finally filmed out. Every, literally every. Okay? Familiar with Walt Disney, right? Who was rejected because of lack of imagination. Okay? There's a lot. Go to Google, go to YouTube, and you will remember, and they're like talagang naka-Hall of Fame. Those people, Harrison Ford, di ba? Paano at ilang beses na reject. There are bestseller books, okay? Bestseller authors and bestselling books. Before they hit the 60 million, they've been rejected by 200, 2,000 publishers. Think about it. So what happened is, those people who gets the greatest rejections in their lives also receive the greatest breakthrough. Because they despise the pain. And they don't want that pain to be transferred to the generations after them, to the people they love, to the people they care. Any more question? Can you connect? Who among you here can recall your greatest rejection? Nakasulat dyan, di ba? Ano kayang breakthrough ang pwede niyong makuha dyan? Rejection serve vital function in connecting our present to our past. Okay? Many people who gets breakthrough in life, okay, tend to forget how they started. Di ba sabi ng matatanda, ang hindi lumingon sa pinanggalingan, hindi makararating sa paroroonan. And they say that rejections provides really a strong link between the present and the past. And as long as you can remember your greatest rejection in the past, you would always remember where you started. Agree, disagree? Oo, kung natatandaan ko pa yung pinsan ko, kinuha yung plato. Sabi niya, hindi ka dito. Hindi mo to bahay. Bakit ka dito kumakain? Natandaan ko kaya yon. Yeah, that's true. Hi, Coach Lian. Okay. Nasa si Coach Lian? You're in Singapore? Okay. So, I remember that. And I would always go back to the time. That's why I don't want magdamot sa mga tao when it comes to food because I know how it felt. Nakunan ka, tatakan ka ng plato. Of course, my cousin was very young, okay? Kinuha niya talaga yung plato. Sabi niya, alis ka dito, hindi mo to bahay, ba't ka dito nakikikain? It was painful. I don't know about you, if you have the same experience. But as long as you are linked with your past, and if you know how to deal with that, that would also provide you with a springboard for your greatest core or the best core values that you can develop in your life. From that rejection stems the core values that I uphold in my life today. So my questions to you, those great rejections that you experienced that you can still remember when you were young, what were the core values that you learned and developed over the years? Kasi meron siya. Tama naman. Tama. Kung inaalip-alipusta ka, di ba? Tinatapak-tapakan ka, di ba? Eventually, sabi nila, okay, nagiging ganun ka rin daw, nagiging matapang ka. Those are isolated cases because most people who fell through that came out loving, supportive, compassionate.
Yes.
You can check that. Kasi madalas po, ang nakikita lang natin yung kwento, hurt people hurt. Okay, kaya masamang ugali yan kasi api yan. No! Truth of the matter, people who experience those pain in the past of rejections, they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. Eh? So, may ganda ba yung rejection? Meron naman. Meron. The way you look at it. Push. Rejection. Ito. Rejection, this stabilizes. Okay, hindi this stabilizes our need to belong. Okay, tama ba? We all have, hindi sa ina-stabilize ha, destabilizes. Okay? We all have a fundamental need to belong to a group. Agree, disagree? When we get rejected, we feel rejected, this need becomes destabilized. And what happened? Because we were rejected, we were disconnected, okay? We become intentional in connecting with people who values us the most. Subukan mong ma-reject ka ng mga taong walang kwenta, ng mga taong hindi ka naman talaga kilala. Isn't it true that you would immediately connect with the people whom you value the most? Tama, mali? Yeah. Immediately, because there's a need to belong. When these people despise you, when these rejections happens to you, immediately you connect with people whom you trust, who values you, who are significant to you, and the people who really matters in your life. Oo. Kasi pag rejected ka, hindi ka naman magkoconnect sa basta sino lang eh. Yes. Can you connect? Doc Bong, nandito ba tayo? Okay naman po tayo? Maayos?
Masakit kasi, Coach. Masakit.
Masakit ka.
Masakit kasi.
Masakit din to, naramdaman ko lang to no Friday eh. Natuto ko. Ituro nga to. Okay, next. Kaya pa?
Kaya to,
Pangatlo pa
Coach.
lang yan. Oh. Di ba pangatlo? Oh. Kung 10 na yung nasulat yun, hindi ko na i-contrast yan. Baka sabihin, nire-reject ko yung mga sinabi ko. Okay na. Okay, next. Rejections. Ito yan. Sends us on a mission. Ah? May mission. Rejection sends us on a mission to seek and destroy our self-esteem. O, ano daw sabi? Parang negative. Oo, pangit talaga yun. Okay? We often respond to romantic rejections by finding faults in ourselves. Agree, disagree? Okay. If you look at it closely, put a closer look in that time when you were rejected. Okay? So, ang susunod na mission nun, self-esteem mo bagsak, di ba? But you don't stay that way forever, right? Think about it. Those people who recover from that rejections come out and blossom like never before. Di ba? Pag iniiwan ng asawa, iniiwan ng boyfriend, gumaganda. Ang destination ay parlor. Tayo na lang sana yung nag-usap dito. Isn't it true? Diba? Dahil nga ang kanyang mission is to destroy your self-esteem, you will rest back. Okay, you will rest back with putting the best care to yourself. So like never before will you ever be treated like trash. Oy, oy. Tama nga naman. May ginagawa talaga maganda yung rejection, naniwala ka.
Kaya nag-self-love ka na lang.
Kaya ang sagot ay self-love. Hashtag self-love. Hashtag self-care. Pero kung hindi ka ni-reject ng taong mahal mo, keber, kasi may nagmamahal naman sa akin.
Tama. Tama yan. Nag-agree mo yan.
Ano pa ba yun? O kaya nga, ikaw na lang. Exactly. So hindi na nga bumenta sa junk shop. So pag-isipan mo na yung sarili mo talaga. Think about it. Go to the internet, go to Google, go through books, ransack it. There are great men and women, beautiful women, okay? Yung body beautiful na yan, healthy body and all. They will tell you because I felt rejected and I made a decision to be better as a person without anyone else and without depending my emotion to someone else. Oh, di ba totoo yun? Pwede pa? Kaya nyo pa? Pero sasaluhin ko naman to on Thursday for Coaching for the Soul. My topic is top 10, okay? Prayers that get answered. Saluhin ko naman sa Thursday. Prayers naman tayo sa... Pero ngayon bubu na tayo, ha? Okay. Oh, how many of you have been waiting for breakthrough at matatapos na yung taon, wala ka pa rin breakthrough? Eh kasi baka mali yung dasal. Oh, 'di ba? Baka kasi kung ano-ano dinadasal mo. So on Thursday, pag-usapan natin, what are the top 10 prayers that get answered? Oh, maganda 'yun. Bawiin ko sa Thursday. Pero ngayon, sakit-sakit muna tayo. Now, rejection. Okay, ito, rejection temporarily o temporary lang ha, temporarily lowers your IQ. Intelligence quotient. IQ. O, kita mo, coach, nandito pa ako. Nakakahina. Temporary lang naman. When you are asked to remember a painful experience of rejections, or maybe you remember a rejections, okay, they see in the research and experiments that your level of IQ level temporarily lowers. Ayuwi natin. Okay. Therefore, kung ikaw ay na-reject, at naramdaman mo medyo nag-freeze yung brain mo, okay, hindi kaya next time, your response will be to protect yourself. There were times, pag na-reject ka sa trabaho, na-reject yung business proposal mo and all, hindi ba ang kasunod mong ginagawa, ginagalingan mo? Na-activate, tama ba Dok? Na-activate yung brain mo, yung mga dating research work na hindi mo gagawin ko nga nang ma-approve to. Oh. Make sense? Masakit lang to, pero matututunan nyo to. Gagaling din tayo sa pagre-reject ng rejection, tandaan nyo. Breathe in. Ay. Sabi mo naman kanina, kaya mo ko binalikan kasi marami ka natututunan. Okay, now, I'm gonna give you a couple of things to hold it a bit. Okay? Magano muna tayo. Mag-emergency case situation muna tayo. Alam mo, hindi ba pag na-emergency, medyo hindi ka na makahinga. Ito, mga first aid kit muna tayo. Okay. If you are suffering from rejections right now, left and right, and you feel like, okay. Three. Okay, 3 ways, immediately, to rescue. Gusto nyo to, maganda na to. Kailangan nyo to. Declare. Yan, declare. Zero tolerance for self-criticism. Pag naka-emergency mode ka na, declare zero tolerance for self-criticism. Ibig sabihin, tigilan mo yung pananakit sa sarili mo. Tempting as it may be to list all your faults, all your mistakes as an aftermath of rejection. Yun ang aftermath ng rejection. Pag na-reject ka, sinusulat mo lahat ng pagkakamali ko, hindi ko nagawa, dapat, tigilan mo yan. Tigilan mo yan. It won't help. Won't help, it will not help, never will it help. Stop digging through what you missed and what you failed to do. Stop. By all means, you can review what happened, but say zero tolerance to self-criticism. Just put in there, zero. Okay? So, most of the time, if your boyfriend, your husband left you, you keep doing self-criticism. You are critical of your weight, your look, your hair, your skin. And you would say, probably I should have not said this. Probably I should be that. That's over. Okay? And most of you would say, I am such a blank. I am such a blank, a loser, blah, blah, blah. Ang dami nyo anong tawag nyo sa sarili nyo pag nare-reject kayo?
Failure.
Number two, revive immediately your self-worth. When the self-esteem gets hit, immediately affirm your value as an individual, not connected or dependent in any other eyes. Ikaw, tingnan mo agad, anong value mo? Okay? Value speaks of your core values. Value speaks of what are your priorities. Value speaks of what matters most to you. And most of the time, I would go for my relationship with my God and the people I have. So I could immediately say, well, I will not be able to go to the United States for the meantime, but I can always go anywhere else as long as I have my family. Okay? Last Friday, simple thought I got. Not simple, of course, it took me about 8 hours, but my heart was like, okay, I won't be there in January, but I will be with my tribe as we open the new hub. Immediately. And I believe that would be more, I would have more worth as a person opening the new house than being there. So I don't know about you, but that one works with me last time. And finally, okay, third, okay, ito yung mga emergency situation. Boost immediately your social connection. Connect with someone valuable to you. Immediately. Siyempre, nag-connect agad-agad ako kay Rizel. kay Coach Kendra. Yeah. It's important that when you start feeling that rejection hits you, do not isolate. Madalas po kasi we isolate ourselves, and at the end, the more we get hit. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. And finally, I'm gonna give you 5 things that mentally strong people do or how they deal with rejection. So maganda na to para mag-end tayo na nakaliti kayo. Mentally strong people acknowledge their emotions. So many times you deny. No, hindi masakit, okay lang ako, hindi yun, okay lang. Okay, it's not gonna help you to suppress your emotions. It's not helping if you ignore. It's not helping if you deny. It's not helping if you keep it. Trust me, it won't. That's why in this tribe, okay, one of the core values of life coaching is vulnerability and transparency, truth. Yeah. Be honest, come into the open. Alright? I could be silent and say, yeah, okay, the visa is not due. No, immediately I made a decision. I acknowledge I was rejected. I didn't get it. I'm not leaving on January. This is my emotion. This is my state now. Okay, instead of hiding it. Mentally strong people, they view rejection. This is a no. This is really beautiful. They view rejection as evidence they're pushing the limits. I'll tell you why. And I said this to Rizel. Because I got rejected, going to the United States, I said, how many countries I need to conquer without visa? And then I'm going to put in line all the countries with visa and make sure I get to apply there by this time. I push myself to the limit immediately after that. Ako to. Number 3, mentally strong people, eto na. Mahirap man gawin, mentally strong people treat themselves with compassion when hit with rejection. Rather than thinking they're stupid, mentally strong people treat themselves with compassion. They talk with themselves kindly, get some massage, yeah, get into some beautification project, get good food, good music. I got a good rest. I literally spent time in bed. Gusto mo yung doc? Nagpahinga ako. Sabi ko, kalain mo. Kailangan mo palang magbayad ng mahal bago ka magpahinga. Sakit eh. Sabi ko noon, if it's unethical, why do you have to collect my money for the application? You should have told me. Dabi ko talagang ganon. And I realized, okay, itulog mo na lang yan. So tinulog ko talaga. So sa gigising ka, tulog mo yan. O maikli pa yung tulog mo. Yan. Treat myself well. Got it. Number 4. Refuse. This one, I will really tell you. Refuse to let rejection defines you. Alam mo, sa totoo lang, yung mga taong importante ka sa buhay nila, hindi ka naman nire-reject eh. So yung mga nang-reject sa'yo, hindi ka importante, so why care? Okay. Pag pumunta ba ako sa bahay nyo, sasabihin ko, pupunta ako sa bahay mo, i-reject mo ako? Hindi. Oh. Tama, Sean? Sean, pumunta ka sa bahay mo. Oh, kita mo? Oh, di po kausapin ko yung mga taong ano. Oh, di ba? Eh, kasi di importante. Tama po ba? Yes. Number 5, which you should really be feeling, you should really be doing. Learn from it, objectively. And the only way to learn is to be accountable. The only way to learn is to be humble. The only way to learn is to be accepting that you are also part of the rejection process. There are things that you miss. There are things that you didn't get to do. There are things that you should have been rejecting in the first place. There are things that you should have not been tolerating in your lives. There are things that you should have been considering better than this rejection. And more than anything else, remember, you are more than better, greater, and more valuable than any rejections in life. Good night, everyone. This is Coach A. I'll see you on Thursday. Bye-bye.